In Court on TKLA Television is brought to you in part by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
$16,277, commercial burglary, breaking or entering, theft, criminal mischief, criminal trespass. Good morning, sir.
Judge, I believe there was a failure to appear issued in this case on March 17th, and then we found out on our last docket call that he was incarcerated in the Carroll County Jail. I'm assuming he's there because he got served with that warrant.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Hancock?
My understanding is he was in the Carroll County Jail. I don't know about the rest of it, Judge.
Okay.
I can find out. But, Mr. Blackson, how long have you been over in Carroll County?
Over a month.
Judge, I can find out if he was incarcerated on the date the failure to appear was issued.
Did he have a bond? Was he out on bond?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, find out and we'll take it from there.
Okay. Next break, I'll place a call over to their jail.
Okay. We'll check into your case, sir. Make a decision about your bond. Thank you. State versus Amy Brown, 16-315, drug paraphernalia. Do you represent her?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Looks like she didn't appear on April 14th. The alias warrant was issued.
Judge, she also has a case pending in Newton County.
Yes, I can say Judge Webb on revocation, Your Honor. She was ordered to appear ready today.
Okay, I guess we're here for a plea deadline. Is there any action to be taken?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. That's all we can do today.
Judge, actually, we can have her transported over.
Okay, your lawyer wants you transported to the courthouse. We'll do that.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you.
State versus Dominique Bruins, rape, the allegation, 17-63.
You're up.
Morning.
Judge, we haven't received the discovery in this case.
Judge, I have it ready to go. I was just waiting to see if the Public Defender's Office had been appointed. I see that they have, so I'll provide discovery at this time.
All right.
Mr. Bruns, I'm just now getting the discovery in your case. I'll be back out to see you sometime shortly, okay?
Would be considered.
Yes.
All right. What about my pot?
Do you have one set?
Yeah, 15,000.
Okay.
Your Honor, I would note that Mr. Bruns does have a prior conviction of sexual assault in the 4th degree, Class D felony from August of 2015.
Where are you staying at, Mr. Bruns?
with my grandma in Alabama.
Are you registering at that address?
No, that is not.
Okay. Are you required to, you're required to register?
Yes.
Okay. That's where you'd be staying if your bond got lowered and you were able to make that?
Sure.
Okay.
Could you have a list of dates? This one's been misplaced or taken. Says the state.
Your Honor, based on his criminal history and the nature of the allegations, the state's not going to agree to a bond reduction.
Judge, we'd ask for a $20,000 bond with, obviously with any conditions the court wants to impose. He is obligated to register, so I think the state and the court would know where he would be at all times. Said he's going to be living in Alpena with his grandmother.
Your Honor, what I'm not clear on is he says he's going to be residing at that address, but he hasn't been registering at that address.
I think he's been.
I don't know if he's in compliance. Now, obviously, he's incarcerated right now, but I do not know if he was in compliance with his registration before he was arrested.
Well, check into that, and I'll address that one also. We'll look into your bond, sir. State versus Christopher Ernest, manufacturing methamphetamine, 16-43.
One moment, Your Honor. Your Honor, we have been negotiating a resolution of this case. This matter is set for suppression hearing today. However, pursuant to conversations I've had with Mr. Bradford, this case and the Taylor case are in a position to be disposed of. Now, I was not able to meet with my client. The reason he's incarcerated because he has a body attachment on a child support issue. So I have an obligation at 1 o'clock, but I don't know when you're going to have the other people brought down. I can bring him individually if you need me to anytime.
Well, I don't, if we could, you want to try it about 11?
Okay, what do we need to do today?
Well, I've got a proposed plea agreement that I could go over with him. We might be able to dispose of this by noon. If I know you're bringing some other people, but if you have some others who would be brought down, if we could bring them before noon, then.
That would be great if we could.
All right.
Okay, we're going to transport you to the courthouse, sir. 17-13, State versus Ernest Elliott, possession of methamphetamine, public intoxication. Good morning.
Judge, pursuant to a conversation I had with Deputy Prosecutor Chris Carter, Mr. Elliott had previously entered a plea in a case in Division 4. Pursuant to that agreement, these charges, if filed, were to be null-prossed. I submitted an order. I don't know if it's made it to your office yet or
Okay.
not.
Is anything else holding him?
Judge, the sentence he received in the Division 4 case was 3 years in the Department of Correction. He may be
Okay.
waiting for transport.
Mr. Elliott, are you awaiting to be transported, Department of Correction? Okay, all right. Well, this case will be dismissed. I'll sign an order to that effect as soon as possible. Thank you, sir. 15-196, State versus Randy Ford, failure to comply with registration and reporting requirements. So there's been an amended petition to revoke filed. It appears he's here for arraignment on that.
Judgment entered a plea not true.
Okay.
Judge, did you sign the sentencing order in this case?
Let me check. No, Judge Webb did.
He also, Mr. Ford also has a new case that drew Division 4, 2017-60.
Okay.
That's correct. Now we've been appointed and represent him in that new case, so we just have him set for the Division 4 scheduling order.
There's a note in our file that reflects that the hearing was set for June 2nd. Is that a Judge Webb docket note?
It is.
In the older case?
Yes, in the revocation. And it looks like he has an appearance scheduled for that date in the new case as well.
June what?
June 2nd.
Okay. time-wise, when would be best to have him appear so we don't run out of time?
On the
Judge, we're
revocation.
here on the 19th in front of Judge Webb, so if we could set him for the 19th, that'll...
I'll have you appear before Judge Webb on May 19th, and we'll enter a plea of not true in your case, the revocation. Thank you. State versus Timothy Gallagher, rape 17-127. Good morning. You have a lawyer, sir.
I heard that was supposed to be just 25th or 26th. I haven't had time to get one.
Okay. Have you been before a judge?
Just for April 1
Okay. All right.
last week.
I'm going to have you reappear on May 26th for attorney status and an arraignment. Do you intend to hire a lawyer, sir? Or
I'm looking into hiring one if I can get up.
Very good. May 26th at 9:30 or soon thereafter as we can get to it. Thank you.
Mr. Gallagher, hold on a second. This is Dan Hancock with the Public Defender's Office. You don't need to speak with anybody about your case except for your attorney, okay? Whether it's me or whether it's somebody you hire. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Teresa Harris, 16-50, possession of controlled substances, paraphernalia, DWI, failure to yield at a stop sign. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's see. Have you got a lawyer, ma'am?
I believe on the 2nd.
Okay.
I had to go in front of him to see if I could leave the state to go to rehab.
Uh-huh.
And he agreed to do that. I just got back from rehab about 2 weeks ago, and they picked me up on this warrant.
I see. Okay.
Judge, I show that Judge Webb also signed the sentencing order in the revocation case, and her new case, 2017-48, is also in Division 4.
Ma'am, I didn't hear all of what you said. You kind of broke up. Have you made application to the public defender?
I believe Judge Webb issued me or gave me an attorney for June the 2nd.
Okay.
And I haven't had one since I've been in here this time.
Right. Well, since
I had to go in front of Judge Webb to see if I was allowed to leave the state so I could complete Harbor Village Treatment Center in Miami, Florida.
I see.
And I since did complete it.
Okay.
Then this warrant was issued while I was in treatment.
Judge, I think she's on the docket today just because they gave her today's date to appear on the revocation warrant.
Okay. When did you complete the program, ma'am?
I got back on April the 15th with my certificate.
Okay. Where are you living at?
I got an apartment in Omaha, and I was supposed to start work at West Rock this week, but as you can tell, I didn't get to start. So I do have a job there also.
At where?
That West Rock used to be Rock Kent.
Oh, yes. What's this?
Judge, I was looking to see if she had a bond set in the new case. She does. It's $5,000.
Had you made a bond, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Who with?
With Campbell, Robert Campbell.
Okay. If they're willing to stay on that for this revocation, I'll agree to that.
Thank you.
You can call them. They know what to do if they're willing to do
Okay.
that. I don't know that they are, but they may be.
Okay.
Judge, it looks like when she appeared before Judge Webb on March the 10th, she was given June 2nd to appear on the revocation and also to appear in the new case.
Okay. So we'll leave it as scheduled. Is that agreeable?
All right. Thank you.
Plants, plants, and more plants. That's what you'll find at Camp's Plants in Harrison. perennials, annuals, ferns, hanging baskets, shrubs, roses, decorative trees, and the largest selection of garden vegetables in the area. With different varieties arriving weekly, you're sure to find that perfect plant, shrub, or tree at the best price in the area. Camp's Plants, in business for over 32 years in Harrison.
Toyota time means it's time to go places. Enjoy your new Camry. It's what Toyota's NASCAR teams drive.
Oh, I know.
Now, during the Toyota Time Sales Event, get $3,000 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus a $1,000 subvention bonus on a new 2017 Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
This is Josh from Harrison Battery and Tire. Lots of folks have been asking about roadside assistance, and now it's available. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we can quickly and efficiently take care of your tires and battery issues with one phone call. Professional, secure, comforting to get you back on the road. No matter what time, no matter what type of vehicle you drive, call for details at 870-741-7041. Harrison Battery and Tire on the curve of Main Street in Harrison, harrisonbatteryandtire.com. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
State versus Anthony Robinson, 17-17, trafficking a controlled substance, methamphetamine, near certain facilities, possession of drug paraphernalia, endangering the welfare of a minor.
Judge, I think Mr. Davis has been entered an appearance with us to be relieved.
Okay, let me look here. Mr. Davis, you say?
Judge, he did call my office earlier this week and indicated to me that he would be coming on board. I believe he intends to be here today, based on my phone conversation with him.
We're talking about Steve Davis?
Erwin Davis.
Erwin Davis. All right, well, apparently there's nothing to be done right now, so we'll leave it as scheduled. Thank you, sir.
It's our office relief, Judge.
Miguel Saldana, 17-5, trafficking methamphetamine, drug paraphernalia, use of a communication device. Morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning. Let's see. Is there anything to be done on this day?
Judge, I'd like to request a continuance in this matter. We've got a pretty substantial amount of discovery in this week, and I've tried to review it and have not had a chance to go over any of it with my client at this time.
Just file a short motion, and I will grant that.
I will, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'll file that this week. And Mikey, I'll be out to the jail to speak with you later this morning.
Okay. 14-87, State versus Valerie Shatswell, possession of controlled substances. 16-307, battery. Good morning. In 16-307, we're here for a pretrial if necessary.
Judge, the court entered an order for Ms. Shatswell to be transported for her forensic evaluation, which was supposed to have been conducted on April 24th.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming that evaluation took place and that we're just waiting on the report.
Valerie, did you see the doctor last month?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, as you said, I guess we're just waiting for...
And the forensic applied to both the 2016 case and the
Okay.
2014 case.
Do you want to set her at the end, or do you want to set her the first week of June?
Judge, do you have a Friday docket in June other than the 30th?
Not on paper, I don't.
Okay, I don't think that's right. You want to do June 30th or May 26th?
Why don't we put her on the 30th? If it comes back in before then, the 26th, then we can
That's fine.
bring her up on the 26th.
Reappear on June 30th.
Thank you.
15-135, breaking or entering and theft. Tiffany Austin. Good morning. Set for revocation hearing. Is there anything to be done?
Judge, we are still waiting on the crime lab report
Okay.
in this case. It was in progress as of May 5th, so I'm hoping we'll have it. In fact, I would ask that this be reset to the 26th, Dan, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, we'll hold the time.
When they're in progress, that tells me they're just on the verge of posting a result.
Judge, actually, could we set it in on that June 30th? She's indicated she's going to be at, is it Wilbur Mills?
Very good.
Wilbur Mills for 30 days, starting on the 18th.
We'll have a hearing, if necessary, on June 30th at 9:30 or soon thereafter, so we can get to it. I hope that works for you.
That works.
Free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
Cynthia Burgess, possession of methamphetamine, paraphernalia, controlled substances, 17-19.
Judge, this is a case where we are also still waiting on the crime lab report. It's showing received as of May 4th. It's going to go into an in progress before it's finally completed. So I doubt that we'll have a report by May 26th. I would ask for June 30th as a reappearance date.
We'll extend the plea deadline to June, what's set for jury trial on June 20th. Is there no hope of getting it on May 26th?
There's always hope, Judge. I just know that when it
Never
says
give up hope.
I just know that when it says received on the lab website and not in progress, that tells me that we're waiting a little longer to get a completed report. But we can try.
We'll set it for May 26th. And
Judge, if we don't have it on that date, could we excuse her appearance? She's green for us.
Sure, just remind me of that.
I will.
But, you know,
I'll check with Mr. Bradford the day before.
Sure.
Thank you.
State versus Richard Burrell, 17-11, commercial burglary, 3 counts, theft, criminal mischief.
Judge, I believe Mr. Pasting represents Mr. Burrell.
Morning.
I have not spoken with Mr. Pasting recently, but I do believe discovery is complete. The state has made a plea offer.
Have you spoken with Mr. Pasting recently?
Not recently, no.
Okay. I'm going to extend the plea deadline to May 26th. Would you get in touch with him as soon as you can, okay? Tell him that.
On May 26th?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
State versus Darrell Cobb, theft by receiving, 16-245.
Judge, at this time, we have a motion to change plea, not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect, request Act 3 evaluation, both prongs.
Present me a motion.
Yes, sir.
or order rather, approve the motion.
Thank you, Judge.
State versus Michelle Galen, possession of controlled substances, oxycodone, paraphernalia, DWI, obstructing governmental operations, refusal to submit to a chemical test.
Nothing can be done at this time.
Stay in contact with your lawyer. 17-121, James Godfrey, possession of methamphetamine, paraphernalia, expired tags. Morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
Sir, do you have a lawyer?
Not at this present time. I might be able to, but I didn't know. Forgot I had money put in my 401k. I'm trying to find a way to withdraw, get one, but at this time it's been difficult. They won't. It's been a process.
I see. Well, let's see. I'm going to have you reappear on May 26th for attorney status and arraignment. And before you leave today, won't you pick up a public defender application?
I have filled.
You've already filled one out?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What'd you do with it?
I turned in. I gave it to that young lady right there, ma'am. Your Honor.
Just this morning?
No, last week I was in Judge Webb's court.
Okay, I see.
And that's where I was arraigned, and I.
Oh, you've already been arraigned?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, this doesn't reflect that, but I take your word that you have. Did he appoint the public defender to represent you?
He said, he asked me like you did, and then I got a thing in the mail saying I had some money in my 401k. I done forgot all about it, but I done switched jobs since then.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll have you appear on May 26th, talk with the public defender's office and give them the information about your 401k and see if you still qualify.
I think we've been appointed, Judge.
You have?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But still give them the information, okay?
Okay.
All right, well.
Judge, I'll go ahead and give Mr. Hancock a copy of our file.
Well, how does he plead? You pled not guilty?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Waive reading.
Okay. We'll just issue a scheduling order.
Thanks.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of a community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There is one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a crucial commitment to their community because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison has a Health Mart now. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, on the square in downtown Harrison. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet, so you know everyone is safe. You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep.
State versus Dennis Kyler, 17-1, breaking or entering, 2 counts, theft. You have no mischief?
Yeah, and I represent Mr. Kyler.
Okay.
And I think it says well, it says attorney status, and obviously I'm his attorney. Plea deadline, I just recently took over the case, got the plea offer today, no fault of Mr. Hancock. I sent everybody my entry appearance but him, apparently. So if we could have continue that plea deadline, I'd appreciate it. He's not scheduled for trial until latter part of June.
We'll continue to May 26th, and if you need more time, you would need to file a motion.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. I think that should be sufficient.
Okay, and I'll note the public defenders relieved of their duties.
Thank you, Judge. May 26th?
Yes, sir. 17-47, State versus Sebastian McEllier, theft by receiving.
There's no pretrial issues, Judge.
Okay. Stay in contact with your attorney. 17-90, State versus Louis Rudale, possession of methamphetamine and marijuana, 16-183, similar charges. Morning.
Morning.
I guess he needs to, 17-90, he needs to be arraigned. Does he need to fill out another application?
No, Judge, we'll represent him in that. I think if this is a 4 case, we'd ask to have it transferred to your division. I'll take care of it here.
I think we did that on the record on April 14th.
Okay.
At least that's what my notes reflect.
Okay. Then
we'll send out a scheduling order.
We would, on the revocation, Judge, would toll the time and just ask that it track the new case.
Judge, based on the information I received from his supervising officer, we don't have a problem with that.
Okay. I'd really like to set it, even if we have to continue bumping it.
Yes, sir.
But let's see.
Judge, I will state that the crime lab is saying they have received the evidence for testing.
We'll waive any time requirements on the revocation, Judge.
We'll schedule a revocation for August 11th. See what happens.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
State versus Tegra Riddell, hot check 17-119.
What's that?
Morning.
Good morning.
Ma'am, do you have a lawyer?
I made an application for the Public Defender's Office last week.
Last week?
Yes.
Okay.
What's your name?
Tegra.
What's your last name?
Riddle.
I think we've been appointed already.
Okay. We'll enter a plea of not guilty.
Yes, sir.
And issue a scheduling order, and you'll need to make an appointment to visit with the Public Defender's Office.
Okay.
And Judge, I am providing Mr. Hancock with a copy of our file.
You're free to go, ma'am. Thank you. 17-28, State versus Zachary Freeman, aggravated assault, battery.
Morning, Your Honor.
You have a lawyer, sir?
I filled out an application earlier.
Today?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Approach, Your Honor.
You may.
Step back one step, please. Thanks.
Okay, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You're appearing here for an arraignment. Does he enter a plea of not guilty?
Yes, he does, Your Honor. Waive the reading.
Okay. Now, your case is before another judge, Judge Gordon Webb?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, okay. So you appear here on May 19th at 8:30.
All righty.
That's a week from... So you're here on the 19th?
He's here on the 19th, Your Honor.
Okay, no, very well.
All right. Thank you.
Also out of Newton County, State versus Cimarron Smith, 17-25, possession of controlled substances, drug paraphernalia, defective equipment.
Approach, Your Honor.
Yes. Sir, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you, and don't see that he's been arraigned.
Plead not guilty, Judge.
Okay.
Waive reading.
When's the next time I'm in Newton County? You know, Brian, when I'm in Newton County? Well, we'll send out a scheduling order to the Public Defender's Office. You'll need to make an appointment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought maybe it's whatever the second Wednesday was.
Okay, sir, I'm going to order you to appear on July 26th in Jasper, the courthouse, yeah, 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock?
Yeah, but before that time, you'll need to talk to the Public Defender's Office, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Ready to go.
Ah, sweep the weak. Do you dream of Hercules? To be the best dressed boy in town, where you sure are something. Best there ever was.
The new Sport Heritage line.
Well, it won't mean nothing unless I try my luck and bring her out to you, Louise.
Only from Yamaha.
Join Sammy Klein Thursdays and Fridays during the TKO8 local newscast for this week's closing livestock market report, made possible by Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte. Quality Feed Grains has you covered. Everything for cattle, pets, deer, equine, poultry, seed and spray, show feed, and garden. Check their website, qualityfeedgrains.com, now for this month's special. Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte, proud sponsors of the Livestock Report with Sammy Klein on Harrison's broadcast station TKO Channel 8.
Helping keep our community safe, Triple R Bonds is a proud sponsor of this public service from TKO8 Television. Triple R Bonds is letting you know there are options to those of you in Boone, Newton, and Marion counties when unfortunate things happen and life gets interrupted. At those times, money can be tight, and that's why Triple R Bonds offers financing options to help you get your life back in order. Triple R Bonds, 870-577-5225, serving you with professionalism, courtesy, and confidentiality. Triple R Bonds, options for you, your friends, and your family.
The Newton County, State versus Jessica Snow, 17-26, possession of controlled substances, paraphernalia.
Judge, we've been appointed. We're waiting on the file to get set up. This is a Division 4 case. I think she needs a arraigned today. We'd enter a not guilty plea and waive a formal reading of the information and ask that she reappear next week in front of Judge Webb to get on his scheduling order.
Okay, we'll enter the plea of not guilty. Reappear on May 19th at 8:30. Is that when he starts, 8:30?
Yes, sir.
Be here? Right here. Go ahead. Thank you. State versus Jason Dean, 17-27. Controlled substances, drug paraphernalia, carrying a weapon. Morning. Let's see, do you have a lawyer, sir?
I filled out for the public defender, but the police department called me the other day and had me come back up there and have a warrant read to me, and it's the exact same charges I'd already arraigned on, so I don't understand why.
Okay, well, the way it works is you're arrested and I assume you're bonded out.
Yeah.
But then you have to be served with a formal warrant.
Yeah.
And so you might be released, but you had to be read that warrant.
Well, yeah, no, that it's they said it's a whole other arraignment, is what how they explained it to me. Like,
Have you appeared in court before?
Twice.
Well, do you have a lawyer? You don't know?
I'm supposed to have. When I was in jail, I had one from the public defender's forum.
Do you know it?
I don't think we've been appointed, Judge.
What do you do for a living?
My father just passed away. I lived in Russellville, and I moved up here, and he passed away, and I got arrested. And I'm working odd jobs right now. I don't have any, like a real job.
I'll tell you what, you check with the public defender's office, and if they don't locate your application, they may have you fill out another one. I'm going to temporarily appoint the public defender to represent you.
Not guilty, Judge. Waive reading.
Okay, you appear on July 26th at 10 o'clock in Jasper, courthouse in Jasper, okay?
Okay.
Was this a Newton County case?
Yeah.
So July 26th, 10 o'clock, and stay in contact with
Do my other court dates from the exact same charges? That I have 2 more court dates I'm supposed to hear for.
Well, I'm looking at this file, and there's no indication in here of other court dates. I'll take your word that there are, but your lawyer can straighten this out for you, I think.
Okay.
17-125, State versus Joshua Sales, possession of methamphetamine and marijuana. Morning. Sir, do you have a lawyer?
No, sir.
Are you going to hire a lawyer or make application to public defender's office?
I was going to plead guilty to the charges.
These charges can carry some time in the penitentiary, so I'd prefer you had a lawyer.
Okay.
Okay.
I would.
Can you afford to hire a lawyer, you think, or you need to?
No, I probably need.
Well, that lady right over there can give you an application. If you'll fill it out, I'll call your name later, okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Here's another case on Cimarron Smith. I guess it's the same. 16-173, endangering the welfare of minors, no child sexual restraint. It's on revocation, as we just call it later.
Judge, I received a copy of a letter and spoke with Mr. Carter. It's my understanding that Mr. Smith has been approved for drug court.
Is that right? Do you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll also have him appear before Judge Webb next week.
That'd be fine.
19th.
Is that what you want to do?
8:30.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I can.
Have a seat back here. Let me talk to you, okay?
Hello, this is Michelle from Nature's Wonders. How many varieties of apples can you name? How about pears? How many types can you think of? If you just said red and green, think again. We have several varieties of apples, pears, and a multitude of other fresh produce items in stock every day. And besides our locally sourced produce, it's all certified organic. Our locally sourced, however, is organically grown. This means you don't have to worry when you buy produce at Nature's Wonders. You can feel good knowing you're getting the best produce available. Nature's Wonders, the natural living store.
Plants, plants, and more plants. That's what you'll find at Camp's Plants in Harrison. Perennials, annuals, ferns, hanging baskets, shrubs, roses, decorative trees, and the largest selection of garden vegetables in the area. With different varieties arriving weekly, you're sure to find that perfect plant, shrub, or tree at the best price in the area. Camp's Plants, in business for over 32 years in Harrison.
This is Josh from Harrison Battery and Tire. Lots of folks have been asking about roadside assistance, and now it's available. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we can quickly and efficiently take care of your tires and battery issues with one phone call. Professional, secure, comforting to get you back on the road. No matter what time, no matter what type of vehicle you drive, call for details at 870-741-7041. Harrison Battery and Tire on the curve of Main Street in Harrison, harrisonbatteryandtire.com. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Hamilton Berger takes on MeTV's #1 attorney, Perry Mason.
Any objection, Mr. Berger? I object. Objection. I object. Overruled.
Will Hamilton Berger ever beat Perry Mason?
Don't bet on it.
Your Honor, this is the Christopher Ernest. He also goes by Brett, Your Honor. We're here for a change of plea. May I address the court?
Yeah, we're talking about 16-243. Yes, sir, go ahead.
Mr. Ernest, prior to today, have you and I had several discussions about your case and the facts and evidence that's involved in this case?
Yes, sir.
And today, did I present you with a plea statement, and did I read that plea statement to you, and you read along with me? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And did you answer all the questions?
Yes, sir.
Is that your signature on page 2 of the plea statement?
Yes, sir.
And did I answer all your questions concerning the terms and provisions of this plea statement and the sentence you're to receive here today?
Yes, sir.
And you know that's subject to the court's approval?
Yes, sir.
And and based upon that, you're ready to change your plea, is that correct?
Yes.
And you understand the state is going to make an amendment to the charge, is that also correct?
Correct.
And then on the conditions of probation, did I read those to you?
Yes.
Did you read along?
Yes.
And did I answer all your questions?
Yes.
And that all appears your signature, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Your Honor, he's ready to change the plea.
Okay.
Your Honor, based on
negotiation, and the state will have a motion.
Based on the results of the crime lab testing in this case, which I don't believe turned out quite the way investigators expected, and having discussed that with the lead investigator and his approval of the disposition in the case, the state will at this time move to amend the charge to possession of methamphetamine and Class D felony.
We approve. Sir, I'm looking at a police statement here, and as you told Mr. Moon, you and he have gone over this, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Have you signed both of these documents?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel you understand what's set out in these documents?
Yes.
Do you understand the charge against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes.
And you are pleading guilty to possession of methamphetamine?
Yes.
By doing so, you give up your right to a trial and you give up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Have you been promised anything other than what's in this document?
Yes. No.
Okay. Has anyone threatened or pressured you to get you to change your plea?
No.
And are you pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty?
Yes.
On or about July 27th of last year, here in Boone County, you were in possession of some methamphetamine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This time, sir, I accept your plea, adjudge you guilty, and place you on 6 years probation. During that time, report to probation, obey the terms and conditions provided to you. You'll be screened for drug treatment in order to follow any recommendations.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, you're ordered to pay $200 in cost, $1,000 fine, a DNA fee of $250, a drug crime assessment fee of $125, and a $20 booking fee. Pay what you owe at the minimum rate of $100 per month beginning within 30 days, and you make your payments to the Sheriff's Department here in Boone County.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yes.
You know,
Office locked up, returned to
before you leave today, you'll need to visit with the probation officer, and then they'll have to take you back to the jailhouse and
or he's incarcerated on a body attachment for child support, so he may be in jail for a little while longer. It's not related to this case at all.
All right. Would you go with this lady?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go with her. Explain your circumstances.
State versus Edward Gonzalez, 15-212. Recently, it looks like it's a drug case. It's here on a revocation petition.
Your Honor, I've had a chance to review this petition with the probation office, seeking their input, and based on that, the state is willing to amend this petition to a contempt. Mr. Gonzalez has been incarcerated continually on it since April 3rd, I believe.
Okay. Is there an agreement about what should happen?
Your Honor, it would be that I did not do the math on the exact number of days he's been in jail.
41, I believe. 40 or 41, I think.
I think 40.
Okay.
Comes out to 40.
Mr. Gonzalez, while on probation, did you fail to report and pay fees as ordered?
I failed to report one time, yes, sir.
Okay.
Because my transfer was denied, and I didn't know which county to transfer, report back to. And yes, the fees, I take full responsibility of that. I did not pay those on time or at all.
Why did you provide a residence that wasn't accurate to officers?
For the transfer, it was accurate, but the probation officer came when I wasn't there. I was at work. And my dad has the same name as me. I'm a junior, and I have full custody of my dad. He's mentally and physically handicapped, so he couldn't tell them I wasn't there.
Have you violated your probation in some way, you think?
Yes, sir.
This time, sir, I accept your plea of true, find you in contempt of court, sentence you to 40 days in the Boone County Jail with credit for time served.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
State versus Daniel Hill, 15-167, theft and breaking or entering.
Judge, we're going to ask that he be released on the signature bond and to report to Mr. Hagler on May the 18th at 10 o'clock.
There's going to be a cash bond that co-signed, and cashing him out of $175.
Yeah.
So he's going to, what kind of bond is he going to put up?
It's a cash bond in the amount of $175, Your Honor, but we would like it if it was co-signed by somebody to help ensure that he'll make his court appearances.
Okay, we'll set a $500 bond, $175 of which would be cash, and there's a co-signer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, should we set the revocation hearing for another day? Continue it to another day?
Yes.
June 30th.
June 30th.
See, that'll give him a
Okay,
chance
we'll
to get back
set
to
for June
compliance.
30th.
We'll toll the time, Judge.
Okay. State versus Amy Brown, 16-315, drug paraphernalia.
Approach, Your Honor.
Yes.
Judge, we have a agreed resolution in this case, and the state has a motion to amend the charge from paraphernalia D felony to paraphernalia A misdemeanor.
Okay, that'll be granted. Ms. Brown, I'm looking at a police statement and some terms and conditions. Say that. Yes. Conditions of suspension or probation. Have you gone over these documents?
Yes, Your Honor.
And have you signed both of them?
Yes, Your Honor, I do believe so.
I'm sorry. Oh,
I do believe so, yes.
do you understand what's in these documents?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand the charge against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're pleading guilty to possession of drug paraphernalia misdemeanor?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're giving up your right to a trial and appeal,
Yes, Your
by
Honor.
doing so. And you're doing this freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
And because you're guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
This time, ma'am, I accept your plea, I judge you guilty, sentence you to 12 months probation, plus 32 days in the county jail with credit for time served. You pay $200 in cost, drug assessment fee of $125, $20 booking fee, $1,790 on the pay for stay ordinance.
Judge, the jail time should be 51 days, so I just didn't add it on to that with time
The
served.
pay for stay amount is correct, but we need to factor in that additional time that she has served, so that'd make it 51.
As opposed to 32?
Yes, sir.
Can I write that in here?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
51 days with credit for time served.
Yes, sir.
Pay what jail at the minimum rate of $100 per month, beginning within 30 days. All payments are made to the Boone County Sheriff's Department.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm asking to check and see.
Gibson has talked to Brad about it. If he'll let me go on the warrant thing, then I'll come in here next week.
You need to see a probation officer before you leave.
Okay.
This lady here, if you just go with her.
And Judge, if I may, she also has on the Newton County reappearance revocation docket, CR 11-14 under the name of Amy Woodell. The state has agreed in that matter that they would allow her to, I guess, stand on her old bond that she had previously made, so long as the bondsman's on board with it, and she immediately report to probation and reappear next Friday in front of Judge Webb.
You're ordered to appear, as Mr. Gibson says, on the 19th at 8:30.
Yes, sir.
And did she make a bond? She made a bond?
I made a bond.
Okay, that'll stand good if the bondsman agrees. 17-17, Anthony Robinson. And have you just entered your appearance?
I have, Your Honor. This week I entered my appearance with the clerk and notified everybody inside.
Okay.
What we'd like to do, Your Honor, they gave us some pretty speedy recovery, but it all has really to do with 2 cell phones and not the rest of the case. And so I know there's other discovery out there, and I'd like for the court to maybe set this for about 2 months hence, and I think we'd know more about what we're doing.
Okay. Would you do this, that the case had been proceeding and today was a plea deadline, we'll continue that. Would you file a short motion so UNI can just reschedule the matter?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be glad to do that.
All right.
Okay. I'll do that early in the week.
Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Did you
go ahead and get discovery? What?
The public defender gave me this discovery.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and take a look at it and
Sure. Yeah.
see if there's anything that might be missing that I may have that you don't.
Well, I know there's a lot missing. All of this has to do with 2 cell phones. That's about
That's
it.
the supplemental discovery then?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have the initial copy of our file?
No.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you much, Your Honor.
In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you in part by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138. Sam Alexander Pharmacy has expanded and is now offering many additional products and services. Their new pharmaceutical compounding area allows them to create products to fit the unique needs of a customer. They also have added Spinco orthotic shoes and sandals, Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes, baby gifts by Aiden and Anais, and toys by Melissa and Doug. Stop in today and let them help you with any of